is nothing but this P0, 0P minus 4 by P power half.
I think I forgot that I can go back and see. So what was done yesterday, we gave this theorem of Conan for uniform theory. This is take n odd square free to take the old class to be the duplication of forms coming from the lower levels. I think strictly less than n levels, you take it 4 times d where d strictly less than n. Take all the forms in the plus space, apply the u operator, u r square. So this, after applying, they all belong to level 4n. So you take all of them put together and call it as old form, and then take the orthogonal complement with respect to the Petersen scalar product and call the orthogonal complement as the new form space. Okay, that is the way it is defined. Therefore, one has the whole space decomposed as the new as well as old as an orthogonal direct sum. And then the first theorem, they prove that this UP square and WP preserves the space of the new forms. That is the main thing, because we need to find a basis for Hecke operators with respect to all Hecke operators, including the prime dividing level. So for that, we need this particular result. Moreover, he proves that UP square is minus P for K minus 1 WP. The WP is a Hermitian involution that is already seen. So after proving this, theorem 2 is that you give the decomposition of the whole space into the direct sum of new form spaces. So the new and old are orthogonal complement. The old class is an ordinary direct sum. So one has this property that plus mu 4n has an orthogonal basis of Hecke eigenform with respect to all Hecke operators, including the primes dividing the level. And in fact, for prime dividing the level, eigenvalues are plus minus p power k minus 1. If f is a new form, one can find a normalized new form of level n in the integral weight case, such that this capital F has the same eigenvalues as f, the lambda p's are same, and this f and f are related through the modified Shimura lifting, which is given in terms of maps depending on the fundamental discriminants d rather than square 3p, because the Fourier coefficients survive only there. The minus 1 4 k n is a square modulo 4. Therefore, you cannot take any square free. So therefore, you need to modify it for fundamental discriminants. So he gets this particular identity, and then this AF of mod D comes out in the, and then once you expand the Dirichlet series identity into Fourier expansion, this is exactly the mapping of the Shimura-Conan map. So he proves that this it preserves the space of new forms, and also he defines the plus minus eigenspace of the involution small WP for P dividing the level. So if I intersect this plus eigenspace with the new form, it is isomorphic to, it also maps to the corresponding plus eigenspace with respect to the W operator P and then their new form. And the Hecke operators commute in the, this map commutes with the Hecke operators, and also one finds the linear combination of these maps which are nicely possible. Okay, so this is the statement. And then first we showed that the WP preserves the space of old forms. You take n square free, you take f in the level 4 n by p for p dividing n. After, if you compute the WP, you get this Fourier expansion, and one can find that f bar WP has this particular expansion. So after some kind of calculation, so this substitute here in this one. So what we get finally is that f bar WP is some plus minus this minus 1 4 k n by p symbol AFN plus p 4 k AF of n by p square. This particular two terms are nothing but part to the two terms of the Hecke operator for TP square in the case of half integral weight, except for the NP square term, which is missing. Therefore, you subtract the NP square from this, then I get the TP square minus F bar UP square. The way it is old form is defined, if F is in the level n by p, and this particular F bar UP square belongs to the old class. That is the meaning. If F is in level 4 n by p, p will not divide n by p. Therefore, TP square preserves the space. Therefore, this belongs to, in fact, this belongs to, instead of old, I can say that gamma 0 4n by p, because p does not divide, and f belongs to 4n by p, and this belongs to gamma 0 4n, because it is, this belongs to 4n by p, and the UP square, if I apply, it will come back to 4n. So these are all old class. One is level 4n by p and 4n by p duplication. Therefore, WP preserves the space of old forms. On the new form space, so this is what we have to prove now. UP square is minus p for k minus 1 WP. So that's what we prove. Today we will start this. So for that, you take the the trace operator from level n to level n by p. So we start with that. What did I start with? So because this question was asked last time. So on, that's what we have. So take the trace operator, sk plus half plus 4n by p, sorry, 4n to 4n by p. 4n to sk plus half plus 4n by p. So one can be the trace operator. So he computes explicitly. So if f belongs to uniform space, if I apply the trace, it will map to the old class. Now old class is orthogonal to the new class. Therefore, this implies f bar trace equal to 0. Okay, that's what if f belongs to uniform space, f bar trace is 0. So what is, he computes the trace explicitly, it is given in the terms of f bar trace 4n. This map is given like this. This is in terms of action. This is mu modulo p f bar. The standard calculation, one can do that 4n by p 1 star 1 mu 0 1 star. Okay, this is the trace operator when you do the usual. So the right hand side matrix product. So this is nothing but this p0 0 p minus 4 by p power half into wp. The wp is the w operator for the prime p in the case of half integral weight, which is defined earlier. So 1 mu a 0 p power 1 by 4. So this matrix product, if you take it, one can show that this is equal to this. Therefore, replacing this implies f bar trace is f plus minus 4 by p power minus k minus half coming from this part, and we have some p power will be coming, p power k minus 2 by 3 by 4 into f bar wp, and this is nothing but up. And also one can check that. So since a is a fixed number as mu modulo p, and a is relatively prime to p, therefore mu a also varies modulo p. Therefore, this is the usual take care operator up. That's why this part p power comes out to take care of that. Okay, so now f bar trace is 0 implies this for, since f belongs to new form space. Don't say new form, it is a new form space. Implies f bar trace is 0. Therefore, this implies f bar wp up is minus of minus 4 by p power minus k minus half p power k by 2 minus 3 by 4 f. Okay. Now next, another property is that this upwp is an isomorphism of the new form space. So upwp is an isomorphism. In fact, he again proves that it's an isomorphism on the space of new forms. Okay, so therefore I can replace f by f bar upwp, still it is a new form. Therefore, replacing f by f bar upwp, and noticing the wp square is some minus 4 by p simple for half, that was already done before. So it is not exactly identity, it is some plus minus 1, plus minus I, square is plus minus 1. So WP, if I do that, if I f bar UP, WP square UP will be there. That constant is exactly minus 4 by P power K plus half. This is the WP square value. So f bar UP square. So what you do here, I have UP, WP on the left I am applying. There is already one sitting on WP there, UP there. So this WP square is minus 4 by P. So that comes out. Then UP into UP is UP square. So that is the computation on the left, which is equal to, we have minus of minus 4 by P power minus K minus half P power K by 2 minus 3 by 4 F bar UP WP. Okay. And then UPW, the small WP is in terms of UPWP times some P power factors. Okay. Therefore, substituting that and cancelling this minus 4 by P, taken care of. And this is somewhere I made a mistake. Why this is? Suddenly I put that plus. Yeah. When it goes to the other side, WPP, this will be plus. Okay, that is plus. Okay, this K by 2 minus 3, but this I forgot. So this is plus. Therefore, this cancels out. This implies F bar UP square is exactly the W operator minus, if I do the P4 K minus 1 F bar small. So whatever the P factor you cancel out, then this is. So what we showed is that this implies that is, if F is in the new form space, F bar UP square is minus P4 K minus 1 F bar WP. So since WP has two eigenvalues plus minus 1, therefore F is an eigen function under UP square. So when I take when I again further decompose the eigen classes into eigenforms with respect to WP, I can get an eigen function for the UP square also. Therefore, this completes the proof that F in the space Sk plus of plus mu for n has a basis of eigenforms with respect to all Hecke operators Tp square, UP square, and also the WP. So next is that, so that this implies Sk plus half plus mu for n as a basis of eigenforms with respect to all Tp square P naught dividing n and UP square P dividing n, and also with respect to WP. Okay, so next one is the computation of the dimension. So in the case of the plus phase, so to get the isomorphism between the spaces Sk plus half plus 4n and S2Kn, Conan computes spaces of Hecke operators acting on these spaces and shows that they are all equal. So as a consequence, the isomorphism is obtained as a consequence. It is a very lengthy calculation that I told you that the Crellick paper, most of the computation goes to only the computation of the traces of Hecke operators, most of the one. The remaining is only the operators using these operators and then completing the theory. So therefore, another thing is that, so we already saw in the case of level 1, he proved the mapping property using the Neewa's isomorphism as well as the Shimura map sending level 4n to 2n. That's what, in a similar way, he proves the mapping property also, because now he has an isomorphism between plus mu 4n to level n. Now he makes use of Shimura's map, which is sending level 4n to level 2n, and then shows that same kind of technique. It shows that this Shimura Conan maps exactly level is plus 4n to 2n. So I just mentioned this in words using this isomorphism. The technique is same, and using the Heath-Shimura map. So for every t square free, there is a corresponding fundamental discriminant. Therefore, you have to take the t corresponding to what the fundamental discriminant you choose. Okay, so when you take t, the d fundamental discriminant, there will be a square free t attached to that. I consider the Heath-Shimura map. So using this, and then the Heath-Shimura map on Sk plus half 4n. We apply this to 4n because I can, this is contained in Sk plus half level 4n. Therefore, I can apply Shimura map on this also, and whose image is in S2Kn. Okay, whose image is in S2K2n, because I'm applying the Shimura map and employing similar techniques. Similar techniques means that he will just go back, and then I think it will take time. So this and using similar techniques, employed in the case n equal to 1, the mapping property is proved. So that means that is SDK plus takes SK plus half plus 4n to S2K. Yeah. Okay. So next one is that. So we have this theory of uniforms, and then we have the mapping, which is ending to level 4n to level n, and then one has a nice basis, a subspace having a nice basis of KK eigenforms called the new forms. So in order to get the isomorphism, and as we already saw that the mappings are non-trivial only when the dth coefficient is non-zero, which is again and again you have to remember that. So therefore, when you consider the Shimura map, Shimura or Conan map, one needs to take the discriminant or fundamental discriminant or square free for which the non-zero coefficient is non-zero. Therefore, we need to show that given a new form, there is always a fundamental discriminant for which the dth coefficient is non-zero. So that he proves. That we will see how this lemma is proved. So if f belongs to sk plus half plus mu 4n, then there is a fundamental discriminant d with minus 1 over k d positive, such that af of mod d is non-zero. Okay, to prove this one, he proves another interesting lemma, which is, so if f belongs to the space sk plus of 4n, not necessarily plus n, and assume that the nth coefficient is 0 whenever n is 2 modulo 4, then f must be in the plus space. So you take any modular form in this full space, the level 4n, and assume that the nth coefficient is 0 whenever n is a 2 mod 4 number, then this is f should be in the plus space. Okay, the proof of the lemma sketch, I think we will see. So now what is first observe that n congruent to 2 mod 4 implies AFN is 0. This is equivalent to, then he replaces this condition by the condition on some kind of operator on. So f bar 4104 1 plus f bar 4 minus 104 1. You take these two operators on the left hand side. This is nothing but 2 power minus k plus half f bar u4 bar 4001 2 power minus half. So, okay. Now, this is exactly when you assume that the AFN is 0 whenever n is 2 mod 4, then you can get this equivalent to this, showing this one equal. Now, apply the trace. This 4104 takes forms of level 4n to level 16n. So, applying the trace operator from gamma 0 16n to gamma 0 4n on both the sides, and use this property that f bar psi plus psi dash. I did, let me see, I will try to do whether I can get this psi plus psi dash. Where did I write? Yeah, so I put some star, double star. This is, yeah, this only it will come. Where is that? Psi plus psi star. Yeah, this is the one. F plus psi dash is retains only the 0 or 1 mod 4 coefficient and changes the sign of the 2 or 3 mod 4 coefficient. There is another identity which I put double star. Let me see, where is the double star? I'm forgetting where is double star. If it is not there, we'll be in trouble. Okay. I hope. Let me see where I did the double star. Double star is that the Q is nothing but psi bar trace. Okay, the operator Q is nothing but psi bar trace. Okay, again I missed it. Okay. So, and use the fact, use F bar psi plus psi dash, roughly speaking, is up to some constant summation 0 or 1 mod 4 minus summation 2 or 3 mod 4. This is one identity, and F bar Q is psi bar trace. Yeah, try psi bar trace. Okay, this one. These two facts, when I use it, and assume that and Q is Hermitian, all these things one has to use. One obtains all these things. We have epsilon. So when the epsilon should not be there, in this case I am taking the trivial character, so epsilon will not be there. So otherwise I have to put epsilon minus 1 power k plus 1 by 2 square root of 2 F bar Q is 2 power minus k plus half F bar U4 bar 4 0 0 1 2 power minus half bar trace. Okay, so F bar Q is exactly the psi bar trace. So therefore the right hand side becomes pseudo RHS equal to 1 by 2 of 4 times F plus minus 1 power k plus 1 by 2 square root of 2 F bar Q. One can show this. Okay, so after some simplification I can show that the right hand side is some constant time F times some constant time F bar the Q operator. Therefore putting this one and taking all the Q together, so finally this implies finally F bar Q after simplification we have minus 1 power k plus 1 by 2 2 root 2 F, and this is exactly this alpha. So there is an epsilon factor there, and in this case it will not be there. Otherwise, when you start with character, that epsilon will be there. So this is exactly alpha F. So that means F belongs to the alpha eigenspace. This implies F belongs to the plus space. That's what he proves. He starts with n congruent 2 mod 4 AF and 0. Then he observes this kind of identity matrix identity in terms of the U4, and then uses the previously computed fact that psi and psi adjoint gives you the Fourier coefficient in this fashion, and assume that and the fact that this Q operator, he defined Hermitian operator, is nothing but psi bar trace up to some factor, I think. So put together everything, this identity becomes shows that F is an eigenfunction under Q with eigenvalue alpha. So therefore, this lemma gives you the fact that whenever n is 2 mod 4 coefficient vanishing, implies that F should be in the plus space. This is the main thing. Next, how he proves the existence of a fundamental discriminant. So let F be a new form non-zero K eigenform. K eigenform. Okay, I'll write. Claim is that there is a fundamental discriminant such that AF mod D is non-zero. Suppose not, that is for all fundamental discriminants D with minus 1 power k D, AF of mod D is 0. So that's what I'm assuming. Then the function has the property, which function? Then F bar U4 has the property that its nth Fourier coefficient 0 whenever n is 2 modulo 4. Okay, So by just, you see, assuming that all the fundamental discriminant, if I take AF mod D that is 0, then it will imply that F bar U4, if I apply the nth coefficient when is 2 mod 4, all of them vanish. Okay. Therefore, again use the previous lemma. This implies F bar U4 belongs to the plus space, which is a contradiction. Okay, if F is in the plus space, U4 does not preserve the plus space structure. Therefore, this is a contradiction. So, which is a contradiction. Therefore, there should exist one fundamental discriminant for which this dth coefficient is non-zero. Okay, and this completes the paper of the Crelian's paper. I think main issues are there: finding, defining the new form space, and then finding a basis of AK eigenforms, showing the new form space as the basis of AK eigenforms, and finally the spaces are isomorphic. Okay, this new form to new form, and as well as when I take the plus eigenspace intersect with the new form, there is also an isomorph, because all of them will follow from the dimension formula where he proves. Okay. So a little before I go to the other one, a little bit about this one, this paper extension. I will not go much details into the extension of this work, and in our work, this is a long back with Monicum and Vasudevan. This is 1990. Came. Okay, we generalized this one to the full space. So we generalize the new form theory to the case Sk plus half 4n with the same condition n odd square 2. Not necessarily in the plus space. Okay. So in that paper we showed that U4 W4 is minus 1 power k plus 1 by 2 into epsilon 2 power k minus 3 by 2 q. Therefore, one can also characterize in terms of the U4 W4. Whatever the characterization in terms of Q is exactly the characterization of U4 W4. And there is a slight change of the W4 operator which we consider, and the W4 operator considered by Conan. So W4, this W4 is equal to, so there is a small difference up to a plus minus 1 factor. Between our W4 and W4 considered by Conan. That factor is exactly the 2 by 2k plus 1. So the difference is the plus minus 1 depending on. So for certain values of k, they are same, but for certain values of k, it takes minus. Okay. What we showed is that we take this Sk plus half 4n is Sk plus half. In a similar cone way, one can show that is orthogonal direct sum Sk plus half u 4n by d bar 4d d bar u r square where rd dividing n d strictly less than n. And then this is orthogonal complement. So Sk plus half mu 4n has a basis of AK eigenforms, and with respect to all P square P not dividing 2n and UP square P dividing 2n. So there is only the P equal to 2 is the difference there, and and WP is the same as P dividing capital N, and in W2 we take as W4. So for P equal to 2, the W4 operator is the Atkin-Lehner involution. So there is a linear combination. Also this Sk plus half 4n is isomorphic to S2k 2n. This is proved by Niva. Therefore, one can find whatever the results I told for plus space, the same is true for the full space also. So one can find a linear combination of Shimura maps, which is an isomorphism between these two spaces. Okay. So for also for P dividing n, we also have Sk plus half plus minus P, not in the plus space, but in the full space, because WP is the same operator for the full space as well as the plus space. I can decompose the plus space into plus minus eigenspace. I can also decompose the whole space into the plus minus. So this is the whole space plus minus. That also has the same property that F such that AFN is F bar WP is plus minus F, and the characterization is in terms of the same Fourier coefficient condition for minus 1 power k n by t is minus plus 1. Okay. And why I mentioned this one, because there is another interesting consequence of similar characterization when p equal to 2 in the full space. So when p dividing n, so especially for p equal to 2, in my work with Savoli and Monicum, it came up with some other context, so we have to prove this one. So this 2010, I think. So what we showed is that the same I can just decompose with respect to the W4, which is set of all F such that F bar W4 is plus minus F. That is characterized by AFN is 0 for minus 1 power kn by 2 is minus plus. So I told you the factor is this factor is floating around, so I have to, instead of minus plus 1, it will be 2 by 2k plus 1. So depending on this one, either it is a plus 1 or minus 1. So therefore we can have a similar characterization in terms of the Fourier coefficient for the plus minus eigenspace of W4. Okay, so one can also take the new form, intersect with the new form. So this is true for, this is true for Sk plus half plus minus 2, not for the whole, for the new form space, which is nothing but Sk plus half plus minus 2 4n intersect with Sk plus half mu 4n. We intersect with the full new form space, then we have this characterization. Okay, so not this plus minus is the original definition. Okay, so what we showed is that as a consequence, the following was proved. I will not go into the much application of that, but this is an interesting application of a Shimura map on the theta power. Okay, so take minus 1 power kt positive, t square free, t comma n is 1, and t by 2 is minus plus of the symbol 2 by 2k plus 1. Then this map st2n, stn I can write Shimura maps. I can also talk about the modular form. So just when I put m, I can talk about this is plus minus 2 4n into m2kn. So instead of going, this Shimura map always takes the level 4n to 2n, but in this particular case, whenever t by 2 is minus plus of this symbol, then the Shimura map maps even takes down the level by another 2 factor. So in particular, if n equal to 1, t by 2 is minus of 2 by 2k plus 1. We have the classical theta series. I trace it with power 2k plus 1. It is a weight k plus half form. If I apply st2, this belongs to m2k. Otherwise, if I apply the Shimura map on any weight k plus half form level 4, it goes to level 2. Okay, so where here theta is 2 power n square, n is theta. So this is a special property which I obtain as a classification of the W4 operator. Okay, next we will go to the next section. I think this will be continued in the afternoon class also.
Sir?
Yes.
Yeah, I am Karamdev.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just I was wondering how big this space is, just what you defined, plus minus 2.
How big means what? It
Dimension or something is calculated.
I think I calculated, I forget. Okay, it is in terms of the level 1 form, one can do that in case of n equal to 1. You computed the dimensions. Sir, I'll tell you tomorrow. I have to go through the paper again. Okay.
Okay, no problem, sir.
The computation is done.
Since it seems that it is completely disjoint to whatever plus, not completely disjoint, but it doesn't contain any of them, whatever new form space and plus space.
Yeah, that's what. No.
So it is something separate subspace.
You are talking about this particular plus minus 2, 4.
Yes.
Why it should not contain? It will contain uniform class, definitely.
Because
the whole property is that the Shimura map annihilates this kind of uniform class. That's what this party says. Since AFN is 0, when I apply the whole point is that it contains uniform also in the decomposition.
Since
because of this property, because I'm taking T in this property, therefore the nth coefficient is 0 whenever it is a new form. Therefore, the Shimura map is 0 for those particular one. Therefore, it comes to only the old class. In the old class, again, you do the computation, it comes to level 1 only. Finally, ultimately, it will come to level 1.
But while defining new form space in plus minus 2, you are taking intersection with this new 4
Yeah. Not in the plus. See, this plus minus is not the Conan plus space. I think there is a That's what I did in the last class, the lectures. I think what I did, I put a K symbol for the plus minus P. Because where you do the plus minus, because WP eigenspace I can consider in the plus space as well as the whole space.
Yes.
To avoid the confusion, in my slide, I think one of the things I wrote plus minus comma P. If I'm right, I can show you that I put a K there. I told that I didn't think that I will do that, but later on it was not useful because I will tell you where I put. See, I can write it instead of going back. In fact, I think one should consider this plus minus in two different ways. One is that Sk plus half plus minus comma P 4n. I put a K there. That means this plus minus P is in the Conan plus space. And the other one is that plus minus P 4n is not in the Conan plus space, in the full space.
Okay.
When P equal to 2, this Conan space doesn't make any sense because the W4 will not preserve because W4 is exactly U4. Okay. Therefore, W4 doesn't make in this sense. So when I talk about P equal to 2, it is only in this space, not in the plus space.
Okay.
But so many plus minus is appearing, so the confusion will be there. So.
Okay. And this one is a special for P equal to 2, as you were saying.
Exactly. Special to P equal to.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
No, for P odd prime, the operator is same. Only the space is different. I can decompose the whole space as well as the plus space because it preserves both the spaces. The small WP P odd, I think it preserves the Conan plus space as well as it preserves the full space. Therefore, I can consider the operator restricted to the plus space and then decompose into plus and minus. And also I consider the WP in the full space and also it has two eigenvalues plus minus. Therefore, I can consider the plus in the full and plus minus in the full. So maybe the plus, there is also, I think I better not to go into because one can do that. There are some other calculations which involves that this plus space and some kind of duplication will be an eigenfunction of the W4.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so
thanks.
In fact, at the plus space and U4, if you take a suitable linear combination, that will be an eigenfunction of the W4. Okay. So far, I think a little bit extra what we did, I mentioned because of this particular special property, I mentioned this one. Now we move on to the syntonic map, syntonic correspondence. And as Auspicious theorem. Another important thing in this half-integral weight case is the work of again Conan. So all this generalized idea of Zagier. So Zagier, who did it for the case of the Doi-Naganuma lifting. So he uses similar method applied in this particular setup. He just put it in this setup and then he obtained a correspondence adjoint to the Shimura map. And then as a consequence, using his uniform theory, he obtains a explicit version of the Walsh-Process theorem. Okay, so summary I'll mention after the work of, before this Shintani correspondence is not before 85, this is before 85 it came. After the work of Shimura, Shintani, 1978, gave a correspondence in the reverse direction. So his method is called the theta kernel. So he uses, so that means S2k n sk plus half 4n. So take any cusp form of level n weight 2k. Shintani constructed for each form, he constructed a modular form of weight k plus half level 4n. Okay, so the question is that, so immediately after that, there is a paper of Walsh-Projet that is again using representation theory method. Very long paper, Walsh-Projet, I think in 1980-81. What he observed is that using representation theoretic methods, observation is that if f belonging to sk plus half 4n and capital F belong to s2k 2n. I'm not saying that Conan plays up. This is more generally Shimura map is level 4n to 2n or Hecke eigenforms.
Sir, in the previous line as well, it is 2n to 4n.
Where? Previous line.
This after Shintani correspondence.
Oh. No, it is n to 4n. That's what I'm saying. So this is not Shintani didn't say look for this. His mapping is n to 4n because level n, it is half integral weight is level 4n. So the refinement of this Shintani correspondence by the method of Zagier and Conan gives you the proper correspondence from 2n to 4n or n to plus 4n. So one can construct in your whatever way you want to do, one can construct this method. This is really very good construction. One can fix two spaces where we have a Shimura correspondence, and then there is a natural way of extending this Shintani correspondence from the reverse direction. Okay. But in his original work, it was done from n to 4n only.
Okay, n to 4n without consideration of plus space.
There is no plus space at that time because in 78, the concept was not there. So, because when the Shimura map, Shimura's work tells you that the level of the half integral weight is 4n, therefore we start with any n. Naturally, you think of level 4n only. So, for that reason, I think he might have done it.
And so anyway, he's not saying it is bijective or something.
So nothing like that. I think this one, I have not seen that this is again using theta kernel. I have not seen the paper, but people refer to only the Shintani's correspondence. There may be some paper which I have to see.
Okay.
But this, though it is given Shintani correspondence, this Shintani correspondence is redefined in the context of the adjoint map is done by Zagier and Conan. That's what we should see. Okay. This is not exactly the construction of Shintani which we do. Okay? See, the correspondence is the reverse direction. Any reverse direction was first introduced by Shintani. Therefore, they call this as a Shintani correspondence. And more or less, they are similar. Okay, if you look at if you go deep into that one, the main concept will be the same. But a little bit modification is done so that you take your function into your own space. Okay, that's not in generally n to 4n. I cannot randomly do that.
Maybe original Shintani image was not landing exactly in plus.
Not necessarily what I say, but the main concept may be the same. For example, this is theta kernel. Again, when we define the kernel function, this kind of cycle integral also will involve. Okay, when you do this kind of Shintani lifting. But they are intrinsically involved. Okay, therefore I do not know the details. Therefore I cannot tell more on that. Okay?
But both method involve kernel function.
Kernels, exactly. That's what I mean. Without using the kernel function, you cannot do that. That's what he uses the theta kernel for getting this map. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
So what the Walsh-Process result is that if I take f in the half integral weight and the capital F corresponding form in the integral weight or Hecke eigenforms which correspond via the Shimura map, then the I write A f of n square of the nth Fourier equation. N, I think we will discuss. It is not, sometimes you have to put the modulus, because when you always discuss the -1 power k d positive mod d, those things are coming. So when it precisely comes, we will mention what is either modulus n or should be there. Mod AFN square is proportional to the corresponding, the L function of this corresponding modular form twisted by the character chi d. Chi d is, so the d will depend on related to this n. So given any n, the square free n, there is a fundamental discriminant associated to that. I take the character associated to this fundamental discriminant, twist this L function by this character, and compute the value at the center as equal to k. Because of the level weight 2k is weight. So what he showed is that the square of the nth Fourier coefficient, if f and capital F correspond via Shimura and they are Riccati eigenforms, essentially the square of this coefficient should correspond to or equal proportional to this L function. Okay. So this is very famous result. So how to find the exact constant of proportionality? That is another question. So they mentioned 1985. In this paper, Conan not only constructs Shintani correspondence, he also uses his theory of new forms, and then as a consequence obtains an explicit version of this particular proportionality. So that is, these are the main ingredients in the paper. We will see that. Okay. So actually, the prior to that, n equal to 1 case was done by Conan and Zagier in 1981 paper. So note that this is, you can say that this is n equal to 1 case, Conan, Zagier, 1981 paper. Invention in paper. Okay. So this is what done for gamma 04 only. So then he extended this to gamma 04 and n odd, and then in particular n square free. When I take it, one can take the uniform theory and then I can apply. So okay, now we are coming to, what is how much time I have? Another half an hour. Probably I can go up to the construction of the kernel function. Maybe in the second lecture I'll see how this is done. Okay. So we fix n odd. The space is sk plus of plus 4n, Conan's plus space. So the idea is to construct a kernel function for these liftings. These means Shimura and Shintani. So in this kernel function, this function is a function of two variables. You take z and tau, both in the upper half plane, and with respect to z, it is a modular form. You fix a tau and then vary the z, it will be a modular form of weight 2k, level n, and with respect to tau, that means fixing z, it is a modular form of weight k plus 1 by 2, level or on. So the level sometimes people don't write, because when Conan calls his level as capital N only, because all his plus space level n forms correspond to the level n integral weight form. Therefore, he writes this as capital N only. So, but when you look at, it should be the group, it should be gamma 04n, but some subspace you are constructing. Therefore, when you say level, there is an ambiguity. You have to be careful that in which context it is level is used. Okay. But in the case of integral weight, level is a fixed one. There is no variation. You cannot change the definition of level in the case of integral weight. But in the half integral weight case, one can call this as a level n, because it is corresponding to level n in the integral weight. The full space, either you can call it as level 2n or level 4n, because that is group is anyway 4n. Okay, so to avoid this kind of ambiguity, I am writing on 4, gamma 04. Okay. Okay, so the function with respect to z will involve some kind of function which is a modular form of integral weight, that is used using the that is again called the kernel function for the cycle integral. So there is again one kernel function, the class of form, and with respect to tau, we make use of another important class of transforms which I missed to tell, that is Poincare series. When you talk about modular forms, the natural examples come from Isaacson series, and then next one is a Poincare series. Then only other things come out. Okay, so there is another important class of forms which are Cus forms. They are called Poincare series. So we make use of Poincare series of half integral weight to construct the function with respect to tau, and we use the kernel function for cyclic integral to construct forms of integral weight with respect to z. So you use these two functions, you define a function, put the other variable as expansion, and define the function and show that this indeed is equal to the function defined with respect to the other one. So that is the whole idea of this. Okay, first we will fix k greater than, so k equal to 1 also he does it. I am not going to the details. For simplicity, we take n greater than equal to 1, take d dash integers such that d dash is positive and d comma d dash, they are all 0 or 1 mod. All discriminants, not necessarily fundamental, but we take d to be fundamental discriminant, d dash be any 0 or 1 mod. So define the function. The parameters are kn, z, d prime. So it is a function of z, it is a half integral weight form, which is defined as to take out all the quadratic forms ABC, d square, ax square plus bx plus c, and then this discriminant is your d dash, and then assume that this a is divisible by n. So everything is involved in this one, and there is a genus character of this quadratic form wd, and then we have the quadratic form a square plus bz plus c power minus k, where z is in the upper half. So consider this particular series where the sum varies over all quadratic forms. Q I can avoid it, better to maybe write Q, that's okay. Q equal to ABC, which is ax square plus bx plus c, xy plus cy square. I can do whose discriminant is d dash and n divides c. Okay, and w omega d of ABC is the genus character which takes the value d by r if d represents, if q represents r and all a b c d GCD is 1. So whenever the ABC are relatively prime to the fundamental discriminant D and this Q quadratic form represents R, this character value is exactly D by R, otherwise it is 0. So that is the character defined. Now one can easily see that the series converges absolutely and uniformly and on compact sets, therefore it defines a holomorphic function. So the function is holomorphic on H, and also one can show that it is a modular form indeed, a modular form of weight 2k of level n. So this n equal to 1, this was studied by Zai here. Then n equal to 1 case. So that is in a correction with the Nagamon lifting. So that is first considered by him. Okay, so further, so this is a holomorphic. In fact, Fkn z d prime belongs to S2k of n. So I can also define this function for character also for simplicity. Even I don't think Conan does it for character. So one has to introduce a character in this before this one. So they are all complicated one. One can do that. In general, one can construct these functions with the character also. But here it is the trivial character. So it is a modular form of weight 2k level n. So on one side, we are going to make use of this for this particular omega function. So first we define the function and then we will see that. So we use this one, define define the kernel function using fkn as follows. Okay, k greater than or equal to 2, integer d is a fundamental discriminant, -1 4 k d positive, and then for z tau in the upper half plane, define this capital omega depends on k n z tau and d. So there are two variables z tau and then one parameter d related to that, which is equal to this index of gamma 0 n. In is the index. There is some constant depending on k and d, and then you take the series m greater than or equal to 1. I need, because I'm going to make use of this function, which is an integral weight modular form, but I want this function to be a half integral weight modular form also. That's what I told you in the beginning. So it is a two variable function. I make use of this fkn to define this. That means with respect to z, it is a modular form of integral weight, but with respect to tau, it should be a half integral weight case. Since I need this kernel function to be in plus space, I put the conditions here. -1 power km 0 or 1 mod, because I need only these coefficients. You take m power k minus half and summation t dividing n, the Mobius function mu of t d by t e power k minus 1. You consider this function fk, take the level n by t and then duplicate it, t is that I have d -1 power k. You see, this function is defined when d prime is a 0 or 1 mod 4. So that makes sense here, because I am taking -1 power km in terms of d dash, and I am taking -1 power km is 0 or 1 mod 4. So after this, we put the exponential factor with respect to tau. So using these functions, so you look at this fk n by t of level n by t. Since I am duplicating by t z, therefore this, the whole function fk n by t t z is a form of level n and weight 2k form. Therefore, this omega, capital omega kn, this series represents a modular form of weight 2k and level n. But later on, we'll show that we will also define this in terms of the half integral weight forms and show that these two representations are same. So I can represent this in terms of one function. I can also prove that the same thing has another expansion with respect to the other variable. I will prove that the whole effect is that we have to show that these two things are one and the same. So in is index of gamma 0 n in SL2Z, and CKD is some k plus 1 by 2 mod d minus k plus half. So these constants will really irritate, because if you miss something, no, you will not get what you want. So unless you take care of all the constants together, you will not get the precise result. So otherwise something will be floating around.
Yes.
Yes. Then this omega kn a modular form of it. So when k equal to 1, you have to do more assumptions. Okay. So now we need to express this in terms of the half integral weight. Next, we express this function omega in terms of half integral weight forms. So that is called the Poincare series we will introduce. So far I have not told what are the Poincare series. So there are cusp forms, which are characterized by as follows. Okay, so for each m greater than or equal to 1, the function pk nm of tau the Poincare series m Poincare series of weight 2k level n is characterized by the property that when I take the inner product with any function f, it will give up to some constant the mth Fourier coefficient. The constant is gamma of k minus 1 by 4 pi m power. I think here it should be 2k minus 1. Weight minus 1 will be the correct one, where f belongs to S2km. Okay, so that means the Poincare series all generate the space of Cusp forms, because when I take the orthogonal complement of all the span of pknm, we get all 0, because the Fourier expansion will be 0 for the complement. Therefore, this Poincare series generate the space of Cusp forms of weight k and level n. So when I run overall m, okay, so that is special property. One can find the Fourier expansion and other properties. In the case of half integral weight, the same is true. So pkm m belongs to S2k of n for all m greater than or equal to 1. So that is another fact. So in the case of half integral weight, so similarly for m greater than or equal to 1, one has the mth Poincare series. I put the script p for the level n m. I put this what did I write? Tau z. I don't know, the tau z is I think we will just see later. For integral weight, I think we are making use of z, because this one for a tau is half integral, so I can put this z. Here I can put the tau characterized by f comma k plus half n m. Yes, there will be one index coming to the picture because of the Petersen scalar product has this factor. Therefore, this will come up in this case. In the case of half integral weight, it won't come. So this is script pk plus half n m is in sk plus half 4n space. Okay, for all m greater than or equal to 1. Now, what Conan does is, this is usual Poincare series in the space. You project it to the plus space. So let ordinary p, I put the plus, is pk plus half nm bar projection belonging to sk plus half plus 4. So what he does, he computes only the Poincare series and then he obtains his projection map and applies the projection map on capital script p, and finally gets the Poincare series in the space of half integral weight in the plus space. So then we will consider the Fourier expansion when we prove this one. The theorem is, no, what you have to find the function omega kn z tau d defined above in terms of this integral weight forms. This is what I defined. This is also given by the forms. Okay. Who has the following Fourier development? With respect to z. So this is defined as a Fourier expansion in terms of tau. The theorem says that the same function has a different expansion. Now it is with respect to z. That's what it says. Okay, so this again in terms of omega kn z tau d equal to index ckd inverse. They are all the same. There is some extra constant k by 2, 3 into 2 pi power k by factorial k minus 1 to summation n equal to 1 to infinity n power k minus 1 into summation d dividing n, d comma capital N is 1, is d by d, n by d power k, the Poincare series pk plus half n square by d square mod d plus of tau e power 2 pi I n z. So this is the main theorem. So we started with the function f integral weight and then constructed this omega function, which is a modular form of weight 2k. So this belongs to S2kn. Okay. Then the next one is that we show that this function can be expressed in terms of Fourier expansion with respect to z involving the Poincare series. So in particular, for a fixed z in H, this omega kn z tau d belongs to sk plus half plus 4. Okay, so therefore we have constructed a kernel function, and then it remains to show that it is indeed the function which is modular form of integral weight in one sense and modular form of half integral weight in the other variable. So the theorem is proved, or how it is proved is, I have the two definitions for the omega function. I compute the Fourier expansion of this function fk. Independently, I can compute. You plug in the Fourier coefficient here, it will be an expansion in terms of z. Therefore, this whole function is having a Fourier expansion, and then the Fourier expansion with respect to tau and z. Okay. Now consider the Fourier expansion of the Poincare series. You plug in the Fourier coefficient with respect to tau. So I have also the omega function expressed as a different Fourier coefficient. I have this expansion with respect to z and tau. Both are Fourier expansions with respect to z and tau on both the sides, but both of them are having two different expressions. So to observe that both the expressions coming on the left and right, they are the same. Okay, so fix any z coefficient and tau coefficient together, and then show that the Fourier coefficients are the same. So that is everything comes naturally, and then finally one can show that they are indeed equal. Therefore, these functions represent, with respect to one variable, integral weight form; with respect to the other variable, it is a half integral weight form. One can use this to define the Shimura and Shintani maps. Okay, so how much time left? 45. So let me see whether I can state the theorem and prove, and or I define these maps. I think I'll define the map, and then we'll next class I think we'll do that. Okay, so how okay, what is the Shimura map? And the Shimura map will just again define. So D is fundamental discriminant -1 power k D positive, and then have a G of tau is G of n, so 2 pi I n tau, and greater than or equal to 1 in the plus space. Don't bother either I put the condition, because it's the plus space, naturally that condition will be there. So we have G bar SD SKDN plus weight level n is summation n greater than or equal to 1, summation d dividing n, d from capital N is 1, d by d. So whenever character is there, there is a chi of d will come. So I think in some time back I wrote with character. Here I am considering the trivial character. Therefore, that will not come. C of n square by d square mod d e power 2 pi I n tau. And is that this is the tau, so you can put the variable. Okay, that's not a problem. Tau or result is not a problem. Okay, so this is a Shimura map. This belongs to S2k n, which is already proved. Now we define the Shintani map. So define as follows. Again, I fix the d here. So before defining this Shintani, we'll just define some integral, and then using this integral we'll define dm as above. D is a fundamental discriminant, m is this discriminant. So let R K n For each f, I define this one. D is minus 1 4 km. So when you define this f, these two parameters we used, which is equal to summation over all quadratic form modulo gamma 0 n, where the discriminant is mod dm, and then q of 1 0 is the a element, which is 0 modulo n. So I have the omega d of q. This is exactly the character which I mentioned in the definition of small f, and the integral over cq of this function f is a d q comma k of z. We will explain what is cq, where q abc runs over a set of gamma 0 n inequivalent integral binary quadratic forms of discriminant with n divides a. That a is exactly q of 1 0, and cq is nothing but cq is the image in the fundamental domain of the semicircle a z square plus b real part of z plus c equal to 0. The orientation is given in terms of orientation from left to right if a is positive, from right to left if a is less than 0, and from minus c by b to I infinity if a equal to 0. There are three cases. A0 means it is a line from minus c by b to I infinity. If a positive, from left to right you do that, otherwise from right to left. So that is the integral. And then the differential dqk is dqk of z is nothing but a z square plus b z plus c power minus k for k minus 1 dz. Okay, that is what. So to avoid this one, then he shortens the dz plus 2bz plus c power k minus 1 into d. So then with this definition of this cycle integral corresponding to the function in S2k 2n, which was defined. No, this is for every f. Okay, for every f I can define this. Now using this, he defines the Shimura-Shintani map. So the Shintani lift of f belonging to S2kn is defined by f bar s k d n. This is plus. I put a star because we are going to show that this is adjoint to the Shimura map. Therefore, I can of z. This is summation m greater than or equal to 1. Sorry, this should be tau. Tau is minus 1 power km 0 over 1 mod 4 summation t dividing n mu of t d by t power k minus 1. This is cycle integral rk. What did I write? Rk n. Instead of n, I put nt of f d minus 1 power km t square to e power 2 pi I m tau. So whatever we define, there are mappings only. We have not yet proved the map. In fact, there was already proved that this takes half integrate forms to the integral weight of level n. Only things remaining is that you have to show that this mapping sends forms of integral weight to forms of half integral weight in the plus space. Okay, that is a theorem. So this is theorem. The mappings skdn plus and skdn plus star defined as above. Map sk plus half plus 4n to s2kn and vice versa respectively. So instead of vice versa, I think there should not be confusion. So and s2kn to sk plus half plus 4n respectively. Better to be precise. So they are adjoint. With respect to the Petersen scalar product, and one has, so these maps can be given in terms of the Petersen scalar product of the functions with respect to the kernel functions. One has inner product of g comma omega of kn minus z bar. So now I am fixing that z variable as minus z bar because I am the second component. And I take the inner product, gives you the g bar skdn plus. Okay, and then f comma omega kn minus tau bar d is f bar skdn plus star. So if I take the inner product of any function g in the half integral weight case, take with this omega kn as a function of tau variable, then I get the Shimura map of g, and I take the inner product of f with this with respect to the z variable, then I get the Shintani map of f. So this belongs to half integral weight, this belongs to integral weight. So I think I'll stop now because too much of going on. I'll prove these things, and then as a consequence of this one, next one is the Walsh-Bridges result preliminary. That those things I will do in the next class. So any questions you can ask, but we will try to give explanations of how this is proved in the next, I think today's next class. I will try to finish it with giving some kind of indications how this kind of results are proved.